Tori. Shion. Damn it!
Take this! Double Demon Fang! Sword Rain Alpha! Sword Rain Alpha! Pierce! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash! I'm not done! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Blow away! Great! Next! Not a chance! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust! Pierce! Double Demon Fang! Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! This should do it! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! You're mine! It's over! Double Demon Fang! Crush! Take this! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm, remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
opponent like this should be easy.
Not on my watch!
Ha! No escape!
Here goes!
Dragon
Know where
Form!
that came from! Go get it!
Great, if it hides! Just fetch it out again!
No further!
Take
I'll
this!
be saving this one!
Dragon Swarm!
Tempting!
Hope this works!
Elusive
Know where
Demon!
that came from!
Take this!
Pile Driver!
You're finished! Double Demon Fang!
Can you
Dragon
take it?
Swarm!
I'm ready!
Mega
Storm!
Summon!
Light Burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Take this!
Here goes!
Dance on the wind!
Dance in the wind!
Crush!
Please now!
Take this!
I'll be saving this
Seismic
one!
Rupture!
Here goes!
Crescent
Know where
Slash!
that came from! Now!
You're mine! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
I'm ready for the next battle. Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by... The whole town was built by Danon defectors. This area's teeming with stray Zoop. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem.
Really?
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imerys.
Imerys? As in Xion Imerys?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of...
Trust me, it's not...
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could... Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden. A figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, Well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or... What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're... Going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no Zeugle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. That friggin' does it!
Dragon!
Are those arms even natural?
I'm on it! It's on!
I'll run you down!
Eat dirt!
Talon Storm!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane!
Eternal Devastation!
Nothing gets by me!
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
No further!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here I come!
On guard!
Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
An Astro Art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Dragon!
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Here goes!
Do it!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Not a chance!
Resonate with the
This
earth!
one's all mine!
I'm on mine! Coming here!
Eat dirt!
Talon Hurricane!
Take this!
Make it rain!
Move it! Get!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
This one's mine!
Sword Ring, I'll smash you!
Dragon
Here
Swarm!
goes!
Tempest engulfs you! I'm on it!
It's Turtle Dynasty!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
You're mine!
Shot!
You're finished!
I'll face you. That frickin' does
The
it!
enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Do it well!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Take this! Eat
Its
this!
armor's too strong.
Alright, split it open!
Be my guest!
Tiger, nothing gets by me! I'm ready! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I'm ready for the next battle. Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? I think Hootle senses an owl around. Around here.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right? Looks like trouble with a capital T!
Together, we got this! You're mine!
Dance on the
This
wind!
one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Simian pest.
I shall steal you where you stand! Now you see what I can do!
Dragon Swarm!
Going in! Crumble!
I'm ready! Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
My turn!
Begin! Take this!
Make it rain!
Let's refrain from losing.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
Man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Elusive deity!
Dragon Swarm! Rotating pile driver! Hurricane!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Going in!
Eat this!
Sword Rain
That's
Alpha!
it!
Tiger
Hurricane!
Crush!
Hey! Ha! Blow
Swarm! Crush!
Look sharp!
Can you take it?
I'll finish you here and now! Eagle Ray!
You're mine!
Make it right! Goodwill!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! There's always room for improvement. It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
It's on! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! Eternal
I'll take out the leg with my shield.
I'll smash you!
You require a hand.
Far enough!
Here I come!
Benediction.
No
is
further! Keep
further.
charging us!
That's what my shield's
You're
for.
finished!
Get behind me!
Got it!
Benediction
I'll leave it to
light.
you!
I'm on it.
Glacial Fire!
Arc Sealed!
You're finished!
God!
Another incantation ruined.
Watch it! First strike!
Look
I'll
sharp.
face you. Talon Hurricane!
Benediction light.
Pierce!
Time to shine!
Raining slash! It's over!
This one's mine!
You're done!
Dance on the wind! Dragon fist on!
Benediction light.
Eat dirt!
Flaming Meteor!
Take this!
Heal!
It's
I'm
over!
ready!
Fitwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
First strike!
Not a chance!
Talon
Not
Hurricane!
escape!
Unlock!
Dragon swarm!
Eagle
Make it
Ray!
rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I can feel my power growing! What's this thing?
Ow!
Here I come! Dragon
God!
swarm!
Dance on the wind!
Megasonic thrust!
God!
Elusive deity!
Blow away!
First
Soaring
strike!
Take this!
Going in!
Anything in
Swarm!
order is all mine!
This one's
You're
mine!
finished!
Talon
No
Hurricane! Now I'm in the groove!
I'll stop his charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Hey! Ha!
Blow them away! Not a chance!
Denied!
Pierce!
This one's mine!
Dragon
Take
swarm!
this!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
War!
Take this! It's over!
Going in!
Blow away!
Talon Storm!
Going in!
Pierce!
That's it!
I'll grind you into
Tiger
dust!
Blade!
I'm ready!
Doubly! In an instant! Impact Cross! Together, there is nothing that can stop us.
Indeed. As one, we are unrivaled.
And that is our greatest strength.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
It'll be a breeze.
You're
Get
mine!
in, get out.
Not on my watch!
This one's mine!
Dragon! Elusive deity! Begin!
Blow away!
Hurricane! Elusive
Time to
deity!
shine!
You're mine! You're finished!
God!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
This one's
Double
mine!
Demon
Leave the
Fang!
ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
Dragon Swarm!
To me! With the earth! Stalagmite!
Strike! Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Tiger Blade!
I can carve through
Here
armor!
I come!
I'll face you!
It's over!
I'm ready!
I'm ready!
Let's refrain from losing.
Gotta break through! You're mine!
Denied!
First strike!
Engulfs you!
You're here!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
That freaking does it! Rondo!
Too shy to come over.
That freaking does it!
You're mine!
Addiction light.
I'm on!
Here's
You're
the
on!
Talon
Take
Hurricane!
this! You're finished! Lunar Rondo!
Time to
Take
stop.
this!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Benediction.
This time! Here I come! You picked the wrong fight! I'm not done!
Going in.
Sword Lane Alpha! Double Demon Fang!
Elusive
I'm on!
Rotating pile driver.
You're mine! You're finished!
All in order.
I'm on! Here I come!
Benediction.
Hurricane!
Heal.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I find the sounds of the night.
Looks perfect and tastes just...
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone! Another day, another Gald.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
I'll clear the way through. I've got your back. Attack time! I'm not done!
Piercing roar!
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Raining Slash!
I'm gone!
You!
Take this! It's over!
Oh,
Eternal
two giant
Devastation!
come
Go
away!
away! Take
Here,
this!
let me help.
Elusive
Raining
deity!
Slash!
Going in. Make it rain!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Denied.
All mine!
Elusive deity!
You picked the wrong fight!
Going in. Here goes!
Talon
No
Hurricane!
further!
Make it rain!
Goodwill! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
My turn!
This one's mine!
Face you!
Not on my watch!
Talon Hurricane! Elusive deity!
This one's mine!
I'm on it!
Going in!
I'm doing it!
Megasonic
Tiger
Tiger!
Blade!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
This one's all mine!
Can you take it?
Sword Rain Alpha! Eat dirt!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Look sharp! Anything in armor is all mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Save you! Look sharp!
Great, not a chance!
Dig in! Eat this! Elusive
Sword
deity!
Rain Alpha!
Hitting Pile Driver!
Make it rain!
Long! Say! Blow them away!
Not a chance!
Going in!
No escape!
Look
Dig
sharp!
in!
You're finished!
I'm on it! That's enough!
I'm gone!
Talon
Go,
Hurricane!
Demon Fang!
Heart sealed!
Take this!
Going in!
This one's all mine!
I'll run you through!
Here I come! You picked the wrong fight!
Shield and mace!
Take this!
Eat this!
Make it rain!
That's enough! Begin!
No
Going
escape!
in!
Dragon Swarm!
Deity!
You're
Hitting
finished!
Pile Driver!
This
I'm on
one's
it.
mine!
I'm ready!
In an instant! Impact Block!
A comfortable win.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
There it is. That's our target.
An opponent like this should be easy.
In a bind?
I'm not done!
On guard!
It's over!
Far enough!
You're mine!
Flaming meteor!
Talent sword! Strike!
Look sharp!
Shining trap!
Now you see what I can
Look
do!
sharp!
Elusive deity!
You picked the wrong fight!
Devastating fire!
Too fast!
Stand
Dragon
back!
Sword!
I'll trip it up! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Switch to auto!
I'm practically unstoppable. What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve.
Hey, Rinwell, do you always have to say an incantation before—
Yeah. They don't really add any extra power or anything, but reciting them is what allows it takes time to complete. But
what happens if someone interrupts you while you're—
then I have to start over from the beginning. As soon as my—
Got it. So once you start reciting, that's our cue to make sure that—
Yeah, once I—
So—
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will.
An opponent like this should be easy. Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Can you take it? Raining
Not in your dreams!
Thunder Touch!
Resonate
with the earth!
They got me flanked!
Eternal Devastation! First strike! Here I come! You're finished!
Tiger Blade!
You're my
Technique.
How are your weapons holding up?
That's not to give me any ideas.
Here I come!
This one's mine!
Hitting pile driver!
Crush!
Soaring blast!
This one's
You're
mine!
finished! Dragon
Resonate
Swarm!
with you in a bind! Come and get it! The enemy
Have you ever considered a
We'll soon
defensive
see
approach?
about that.
What? Sit around and wait for them to get me first?
Just watch
I'm
your
ready.
turn. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
The heavens must be smiling.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you— Oh. Right.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I can carve through armor!
Far enough!
Dragon Roar!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Here goes!
I'm on it! Take this!
Time to shine!
Confiscated!
Oh, and
Resonate
You're
with the
mine!
earth.
You're
Stalagmite.
finished!
do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Eat this!
Does it hurt?
Great sword!
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Blow away!
You're mine!
Take this!
Leave him staring to me.
Yeah!
This one's mine!
I'll grind you into dust!
Piercing roar!
Elusive deity!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara! Resonate with the earth!
Make it rain!
Take this! Dohalim! In an instant! Impact Cross!
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're...
Why do you want to know?
Not really. It's... Are you yelling...
What?
Invoke? Astral...
Cut. Wait.
Or you can act...
May lightning condemn those who bear fault. I just asked.
We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I... say? I had a good partner. Coming through!
Get behind me!
Dragon Fish one's all mine! Eat dirt!
I'm gone! Eat
You
this!
require
You're mine!
No
Hurricane!
further!
Going in!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Elusive deity!
Sword Blade Alpha!
Do it!
Strike!
I'm gone!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Who's that?
Astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
This
Take
one's
this!
mine!
Elusive deity!
I'm on it! It's too fast!
Stand back!
Hurricane!
I'll trip it up.
There's always room for improvement.
Right, here goes! Dragon I'm on it!
In your dreams.
It's on! Eat dirt! I'm not done! I'm on Dragon Swarm! Mega Sonic Thrust!
Tiger Blade!
It's almost too strong! It'll split it open! Be my guest! No escape! Crush it! Take this!
In a bind?
It's over!
This one's mine!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Heal!
Ready.
First strike! You're
Not on my watch.
Make it rain! Little
Demons descend.
Flashing Fang!
my turn!
Dragon
Elusive
Swarm!
deity!
Now I'm in the groove! Denied!
Here I come!
Look sharp! Anything in order
I'm
is
ready.
all mine!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again. What's this thing? Gotta break through! You're mine! This
Now you
one's
see
all
what I
mine.
can do!
It's over!
Can you take it?
This one's
You're
mine!
mine! Eat dirt!
Talon
They
Hurricane!
may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
Do it!
Blow them away!
How's that?
unacceptable.
No escape!
First strike! Watch this!
Crush!
Resonate with the
You're
earth!
mine!
Stalagmite!
Dragon Swarm! It's over! Dragon Swarm! My turn! You're mine! Come one, come all!
Here, take it!
It's over!
Not so fast!
Here goes!
Elusive deity!
Don't mind if I do.
Do it! Rotating pile! Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara.
I still got a ways to go!
I'm surrounded!
Here I come! It's
Take
on!
this! First strike! Shield and you! Seismic rupture!
You picked the wrong fight!
Flash! Go
Take
under!
this!
Eat this! Denied! Do it!
Leave the enemies.
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently
Here I
done.
come! Dragon
Come
Swarm!
on! I can carve through armor!
It's over!
Tiger blade!
Here I come!
Resonate
Dragon Swarm!
Stalagmite!
It's over!
Tiger!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Who said anything about letting off?
Dragon Swarm! You're mine!
I'm gone!
It's over! Here I come!
with the earth! Switch
You're
to offense!
finished!
Stalagmite!
Raining Flash!
You're done!
You're mine!
Go away!
Ready.
Look sharp! Elusive deity!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp. Let's see what you've got.
Take this! It's on! Look, Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane!
Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! Eternal
Flaming meteor!
Devastation!
Take this!
I'm not done!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stand there.
Elusive deity! Watch it! Time shot!
No escape! It's over!
First strike! Begin! Go time! That frickin' does it! I'm ready!
You're not holding anything back.
I am only
Far enough.
beginning.
Seriously?
Me too! Elusive deity! I'm not even trying! Take it!
Devastation!
Do it! Look sharp!
Totally!
Shit!
In an instant!
Impact block!
Good to know my training's paying off.
And what, pray tell, does this training of yours entail?
Why? Interested in joining me?
Let's see what you've got.
Take
You
this!
want me? Come get
Sword
me!
Rain Alpha!
Eat this! Tiger blade!
Eternal
Go
Devastation! It's on!
Going in!
Here I come!
Tiger blade!
wind! Megasonic Eater!
Go
You're
away!
mine!
Blind you with a
Strike! Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain! Old fashioned! Hey! Blow them away! How's that?
Now! You're mine!
Whoa, now!
You're finished!
Prepare to be to you! In a bind?
Take this!
First strike!
You're finished!
Look sharp! Hurricane!
Megasonic
Tiger
Thrust!
blade!
Dragon
All
Swarm!
good things come to an end.
Look sharp!
Here goes.
Perfect interplay of offense and defense.
I'll tear through anything in my way.
And I shall look forward to toasting our victory.
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Who said anything about letting off?
Eater!
These fists have got your name on them! Glacial I can carve through armor!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Ready to go!
Take it.
You're finished!
Denied!
Now I'm in the groove! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Seismic rupture! Crescent slash! You're mine! Dragon swarm!
Ready!
Talon hurricane!
Seismic
Rupture!
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Our weapons are the sword and...
Fists and...
Staff.
And you ruined it.
Wink!
Got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
This'll... make us even more formidable.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even half...
Coming through!
You're mine! Dragon swarm! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! No escape!
Going in!
I'm on it!
Can you Dragon swarm!
I'm ready! Close! Hey! Blow them away! How's that?
Take this!
I'm gone!
Dragon swarm!
Now or never!
Crush!
Switch Can't get out of this!
Make it rain!
How anticlimactic!
It's over!
I'm on it! Can you take it?
Take this!
Looks up! The Tempest is gone!
Dragon swarm!
Instinct now you see what I can do!
Take this!
Tempest!
Piercing roar!
I'm ready!
Come and face!
All yours, Kisara!
Now! Take this on! Eat dirt!
Tempest! I'm ready!
Far enough!
Do it!
It's over!
Eat
Darling! In an instant! Impact block!
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath while that thing seizes a talking meal.
Then let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
Aim for the weak point!
Swing Alpha!
Switch to offense!
Here I come!
Deity.
Blue escape!
First strike! Rotating pile driver!
Dragon Swarm!
Anything in armor is all
My head's spinning just watching you!
Dragon Swarm!
Tempest!
Now,
Look
shot!
Elusive deity! Rotating
Here I
pile
come!
driver! First strike!
You're finished!
Now or never.
Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
What? What the hell is going on?
Fall back, Alphen. We'll take here.
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Let me free
This
you.
one's mine.
Eat dirt!
Plenty left.
Art expert coming through! Confiscated!
You're mine! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it!
Tornado
I'll leave it to you! Here I come! I'm not done!
That frickin' does it!
Benediction
Flaming meteor!
I owe you one!
Raging
You're
storm!
mine!
Use its weak point to take it down.
Hold together, everyone.
Condemned!
I'm not done!
Thunderblast!
Megasonic
A thrilling performance.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Seismic rupture!
Going in.
The tempest
Strike!
engulfs you!
No further.
This one's
Here
mine.
I come!
Now!
Here goes.
Doubly! In an instant!
Impact
Cross!
Elusive
This
deity!
one's
This
all
one's
mine!
mine.
Eat dirt!
Rotating pile driver!
Sealed!
You're mine!
This'll come in handy.
Dragon Swarm!
Ready!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll grind you
Tiger
to
Blade.
Spread! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
You're finished!
Dance in the wind! Air
Benediction.
thrust!
Right.
Dance in the wind!
Heal.
Air thrust!
Yeah! You're armed. Leave the charges
You're
to me.
mine! I'm not done!
I'll
Dragon
face you.
Swarm!
Going in.
Take this!
Ha!
I can carve through armor!
Raging
Take
cascade!
this!
Spread! Dance in the
Take
wind!
this!
Look sharp.
Here!
Benediction
Let's get you all
light.
tucked away.
Heal!
Going.
This should do it!
More where that came from!
You're mine! Dragon
Raging
Swarm!
cascade!
Elusive deity!
In here!
Rotating pile
Eat
driver!
dirt!
I'll be saving this
You're
one!
mine! You're
Tornado
finished!
drive!
Fluidity of your movement.
Megasonic
Tiger Blade.
No further!
The enemy's reeling.
Complacency is the root of carelessness.
Point taken. Stay sharp, everyone.
Such
Tiger
unadulterated
Blade.
You're
fury.
mine!
Raging cascade! Art sealed! Not on my watch!
Elusive
Sword Rain
deity!
Alpha!
Piercing roar.
Lightning condemned!
Resonate with the
This
earth!
one's
Sword Rain
mine.
Alpha!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Take this!
Sword Rain
Tiger
Alpha!
Blade.
Armor won't save you!
Raging cascade!
Take this! I'm not...
How about
It's
this?
over! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
This one's
Take
mine.
Dance in the wind!
Benediction.
Here I come!
Far enough.
Heal!
This
You're
one's
mine.
mine.
You're finished!
Air
Our
thrust!
arcs are being interrupted.
Going in.
You're mine! You're finished!
On guard.
Devastation!
Aw, too
Here I come!
Here, let me help.
Strike! Sword Rain Alpha!
Look sharp.
Whoa! Hey, one at a time!
Tiger Blade. Make it ready.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With fauna like that,
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face...
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us. We're so high up.
Oh, hey! Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
Finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I'm like bait to them. This one's mine.
Eternal devastation!
In a bind?
It's go time! I'll smash you! Do it!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Look sharp!
I'll face you!
Confiscated!
First strike!
Tempest engulfs
Take
you!
it! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Begin! You're mine! Tempest!
Flaming meteor!
Seismic rupture!
Make it rain!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done!
Elusive
This one's mine!
Eagle Rage! You picked the wrong fight!
Begin! Now I'm into
Take
the
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine!
Blow away!
Going in! Don't get complacent.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. They got me flanked. Far enough. This one's mine. Talon Hurricane.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in. No armor can stop me.
Art expert,
Remind
cut
me to
through!
stay on your pig
Don't
trail.
mind if I do.
Take this!
In a bind?
This one's mine.
Take this!
I'll smash you! I'm on
Make
the
it
roll
right.
now!
Doubly! In an instant!
Impact Cross!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Thank you
You're
for that.
mine! Try harder!
Well then,
Dragon
let's get
Swarm!
back into it.
Take this! It's on!
Going in!
Eat dirt!
Seismic! I'm ready! All good things. Light Burst forward!
Radiant Genesis!
I can feel my power growing!
Guess I misread the landing.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphony.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion. The seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yeah.
Pelegon's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught. Though I fail to see what inside...
I guess I just thought you might have something we could...
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for, it is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful in...
Speaking of which, just how are all of us
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.